Okay, here we go. So I'm sitting out waiting for a meeting to start with my CPA. And in my morning meditation, just a thought occurred to me um, about the idea that as Professor Prospect, I recognize there are some things that are really obvious and easily recognizable clues to me. But that's my experience after 23 years in this game. And that may not be the experience for everyone, obviously. And so there are some things that I think I take for granted, but in leading the oh, bless me. In leading the ResearchPRO Prospect Development Accelerator, I've been reminded once again that many of us on the frontline fundraising team, or those that are supporting the frontline fundraising team, do not have 23 years experience and just don't have the advantage of some of that knowledge and expertise. So I wanted to talk about one of the things that has come up and it happens across the board with many organizations, so many of us. But one of the things that has come up is the phenomena, as it were, of unsolicited donations. So there are many organizations, and if you're one of them, count yourselves lucky, that receive unsolicited donations from supporters, from people that just really, believe in them, believe in the mission, believe in the impact and the legacy, and that's awesome. We celebrate that. But far too often, we are not looking at that as a wealth indicator. And so giving yourself or identifying some parameters, and of course there's a ambulance going by, but giving yourselves parameters, so perhaps it's a $1,000 donation or a $5,000 donation, absolutely, a $10,000 donation, or even a $100,000 donation. That example was shared recently in the Prospect Development Accelerator, an organization that receives a $5,000 annual donation, unsolicited, completely unsolicited. And also another organization that is receiving a $100,000 annual gift, completely unsolicited, and they don't know anything about these donors. So those are huge wealth indicators. A $5,000 unsolicited donation on an annual basis, to me, is at minimum a $25,000 giving prospect. At 25 to 50 maybe even easily. And it's definitely it will be a trigger to do the research, to dig a little bit deeper, to figure out what their net worth is, what their true capacity is. At minimum, an outreach to say thank you and inquire about why they support your organization and what their connection and their story is. And then complementing that with that wealth analysis to figure out the true capacity and what they're doing philanthropically elsewhere. So those are some of the clues, just a couple, under the idea of using unsolicited donations as a wealth indicator. So if someone is making unsolicited donations to you, whether or not it's through individually direct or through a foundation, etc., reach out to them. Reach out to them. Find out what they're interested in and why they support you. Unsolicited donations are a huge indicator for wealth, if you know what to look for. So that's our tip for today. Thanks.